A live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Badgers offense will have the opening possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play. 2nd and long from the 11. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Oregon's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior running back. More than 250 yards and 3 scores while leading them to victory in their last game.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Ducks will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finding open areas. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Keeps it himself. Maybe some room here. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured duck. And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Palmer. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium after games. We got guys hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get a W.
Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll try the right side. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it
and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the counter. Sweet cut there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And they got it.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Both teams wanting to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Off play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Badger. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Quarterback may change this route. The running back has it. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense might bring the house here. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Forced out of the pocket. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Badgers will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Keep it on the ground. Makes a pass to Marker. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Marshall. That's reeled in, it's Palmer. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Palmer. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Give to the back. Finds a little space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Badgers have pushed it inside the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Marshall. Keeps looking downfield. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. Lining up to convert 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Smashes in between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient.
Lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. He's out past the 35. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Cherry. He'll pull it down. Hard-hitting tackle. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. This time he wants to throw. Hines is back in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ducks! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Minnesota taking on the number 5 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Coming out with it, it's West. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They think there's room to run to the right here.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker...
Here's a little room there. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hauls it in with one hand. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They'll run it from the gun. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
The give on the inside. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And there is no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dahl. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. To the air. It's Marshall. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Badgers look to keep this drive humming. They'll send the back in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And the Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Now on the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Running inside, it's Palmer. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. There is a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. Looking to buy time. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one is perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Here's the handoff. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Golden finds his man on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to pass, it's Marshall. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of a quarterback. And are his feet set where now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football? And you could tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Palmer. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Here's a heat. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Back to pass, it's Marshall. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And down he goes.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Flips it out in the flat. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Badgers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts. Save us.
There's a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
He's now up to 71 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now remember, despite giving up that field goal, this is still a one-possession game, but they need the touchdown. It's a fumble! Recovered by the defense, and he's off! There he goes! And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. The Badgers now use their 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Yeah, and these are always the interesting situations in the game because bleeding the clock with the lead, but I'm also in scoring position here in the touchdown. I want the touchdown to go up by 2 possessions and put some distance, so it's always the fine line you walk.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. On the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
He got nowhere, but now it's decision time. If it's 3rd down, listen, if I go get this 1st down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out. So how aggressive do I want to be on this 3rd down?
Well, I want to be aggressive front on defense. You can tell in these last couple of plays, they've been selling out, putting a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, anticipating the offense, trying to run the football, trying to bleed the clock. Now, I'd get after this quarterback. I'd be anticipating throw here. Just send the blitz and really dictate to them to give yourself an opportunity to win.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle,